You have the choice between a war with a nuclear Iran or a war at some point with an Iran that is not nuclear, which you stop from ever being nuclear, and hope that in stopping that regime, in embedding itself, you will give the Iranian people the best chance they will have of overthrowing that regime.
Did Mr. Douglas Murray have a premonition, a prophecy, or was he a realist? This is a fascinating presentation, which I would love you to join in and listen to. Douglas Murray, many years ago, predicted exactly where we are today. Why are we here today? Because the world did not believe Bibi Netanyahu, did not believe Mr. Menachem Begin, did not believe Israel. For decades have been begging the world, we must not allow Iran to be in a possession of a nuclear warhead. Please subscribe to the channel and listen to this amazing prediction, premonition, prophecy, but it is reality.
When Israel is pushed to the situation it will be pushed to, of having to believe they mean it, and when every bit of jiggery-pokery behind the scenes runs out, and when the UN and distinguished figures have run out of time, and Iran is about to produce its first bomb, Israel will strike. Every single country, including this one, people from our elegant diplomatic service, people from America, everyone will condemn Israel. Everyone in the Middle East will condemn Israel. And they will go back to their homes and they will say in private, thank God for Israel. The Saudis, the Bahrainis, the Egyptians, the Libyans, the Lebanese, everybody will say, thank God they did it, because nobody else would. The proposition being put before you tonight is that you have a choice between war and an Iran with the bomb. You have a choice, as has been said before, between war and dishonor. You'll choose dishonor this evening and you'll get war. You have the choice between a war with a nuclear Iran or a war at some point with an Iran that is not nuclear, which you stop from ever being nuclear, and hope that in stopping that regime, in embedding itself, you will give the Iranian people the best chance they will have of overthrowing that regime. But as I say, thank God this doesn't rely on you or any Europeans, because you've made the same mistake before, and nobody should trust you to get it right this time.
Many ask, why can't Iran have a nuclear warhead? Pakistan has, North Korea has. What's wrong with Iran getting a nuclear warhead? You know what's wrong? Look at the news from 24 hours ago, 48 hours ago, June 13 and 14. What happened? Israel followed through on its promise that it will neutralize any nuclear capabilities of Iran. It miraculously, successfully, systematically was able to infiltrate the enemy territory in a way that no army has ever done before, with 200 planes getting refueled midair, and was able to target specific military areas with laser precision aimed to reach its targets. What does Iran do in return? It sends hundreds of ballistic missiles into central Israel, into residential areas, trying to kill as many civilians as possible. So why should Iran not get hands on a nuclear head? Well, look what they just did. Look what they just did. 3-4 salvos of hundreds of ballistic missiles with huge warheads. Have you seen the devastation, what happened in Bat Yam and Tel Aviv? With one warhead that happened to made it through the Iron Dome and the David Sling and the arrow protection. You see how much devastation that? Imagine if that would have been a nuclear warhead. They have no compunction to stop, to hold back. They would use it not just on Israel. They would use it on Saudi Arabia. They would use it on the United States of America. They are in the process of building missiles that's able to go intercontinental all the ways over to America. This is what we're dealing with. And this is why we cannot allow Iran to have a nuclear. Israel skillfully, miraculously, with God's divine help, is able to do what it's doing with minimal civilian casualties, but reaching its goals. There's no other army in the world that does such surgical warfare to help preserve as many civilians as possible and yet reach its goals. So let the world salute Israel. This is a time in history, you want to be with the right side of history. We are preventing another Holocaust. We are preventing World War III. We are preventing the deaths of potential millions of people throughout Europe and Israel, Middle East, and the United States of America. This is what Mr. Douglas Murray has foreseen so many years ago. May God protect the soldiers, the brave soldiers, the men and women of Israel, sacrificing themselves for the world. We are doing the world's dirty work. The least you could do is salute us and support us. Overtly or not, stand in awe and be proud of the Israeli army. The only democracy in the Middle East is willing to do a seismic change that's going to change the plates of history once and for all by getting rid of the excess of evil that exists in Iran. God bless you. God loves you.